The question I was asked was, do I realize how my work affects my readers? The answer is yes. Because of the way my process works, I experience my novels the exact same way that my readers experience my novels. I never plan out or outline or storyboard a novel at all. It comes straight from my dreams. That's where I get the bare bones of it. Then I just kind of surrender myself to whatever force it is that causes me to write, and I just let the story flow. So everything that happens in one of my novels is not planned. So every scare, every jump, every sad moment, every happy moment, everything I experience the same way you do when you read my novel. It comes as a shock to me. And there's times when I have to literally stop writing for a little bit and kind of get my head together. I'll give you an example. When I was writing Call of the Wind Spirits, what that is essentially about is a little girl who is snatched from her bed at night and fed on by an immortal creature that is consuming her life force in order for it to survive. So it's stealing her years. As I was writing that, I put myself into the place of the parents, and I pictured that it was my little girl that was missing. It was my precious daughter that the creature had stolen, and I could feel the helplessness and the hopelessness that the parents were going through, not knowing where their child was or if their child was okay, and the fury that you would feel inside knowing that your baby is out there being hurt and you're powerless to help. And there's nothing you can do. And there was points in that novel as I was writing it where it moved me so much that I literally had to stop writing and just get my head straight, because my eyes would just fill with tears to the point where I couldn't even see the computer screen anymore. And it was a very, very hard novel for me to write, simply because it affected me so deeply. And from what I've heard from my readers who have read it, it affected them that deeply as well. It's not only a scary book. I mean, I Am Legion was scary as hell. There's no doubt about that. The critics called it the scariest book of the year, and it's made people not be able to sleep and everything. But Call of the Wind Spirits was a whole nother animal, because not only was it scary, but it was heartbreaking. And also there was moments of just immense joy. I mean, it was a real emotional roller coaster for the reader, and an enjoyable one though. I mean, people have really loved it. And for me, it was just as much of a roller coaster writing it, because I experienced it right along with you. And it was a powerful, powerful book. And it was definitely the hardest thing I've ever written, simply because of the amount of feeling and the amount of heart-wrenching sorrow that was in that book, but also unspeakable joy and elation. It's really a great read. I recommend it, of course, because I wrote it, but also I recommend it because it's just a powerful novel. And so that's a good example of what I mean when I say, yeah, I definitely understand how my novels affect people, because they do the same thing to me. So I hope that answered your question. Everybody keep sending in your questions. I'm going to keep doing videos and answering as many as I can. Please forgive me. Sometimes I get questions that are almost the same, so I just kind of merge them into one question and answer them. But I'm going to keep doing this as long as I can. So thank you guys so much for all your support. I love you, and keep on reading. Bye-bye.